Debonair. Okay.
Good, y'all. And that's the notification gang. Hitting the like button. And the video ain't even starts yet. Y'all realest ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. Please, y'all, let's have a moment of silence for Tanea, Tovar. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Please, y'all, let's have a moment of silence for this young lady. I believe she was 16 or something like that, or 17 years old, if I'm not mistaken. She had her life stolen from her by a demon. And y'all know we got to call these demons out by their names, right? You have to call these demons out by their names when you are addressing them. Abraham Feinbloom, whatever his goddamn demonic ass name is. We have to call these demons out by their names, y'all. We have to. Again, we have to say we have to start this off with a quick moment of silence and an RIP to Tanea Tovar, please, y'all. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. On my worst enemy, here we are again with something extremely similar to the Sade Robinson trial. If y'all remember that case, right? Or if y'all remember that trial. If I remember, I put the I at the top. I put the link in the description. Y'all can go back and watch that. But it's very, very similar. Here we have a demon, right? This man, again, all the details is fairly scarce because it's a fairly new case. But this man did something to her. Again, that is unclear. What is clear, he had something to do as far as her being murdered. Whether he was the person that murdered her or not, again, we're still waiting on the details to come out. What we do know is Buddy had something to do with it. Whether he was the main person or he shared responsibility with somebody else, again, we have to wait for the details to come out. This man, again, similar to Sade Robinson, chopped her body up. They found, again, I'm trying to remember the information. They found a leg, a human leg, within his possession. And again, if I remember reading the article, I was at work when I was reading the article, man. They were saying that he was trying to say that it didn't belong to her, it belonged to a man. Like that makes it any better. What the hell you mean it belongs to a man? What the hell? Like, so why do you have a human male or female leg, sir? Lock his ass up and throw away the goddamn key. So we're going to get into the article, but first let's get into this video. This is going to be the generic video, number one. But number two, I also have Tanea Tovar's mother. She's going to be speaking also too as well. I want to get into both videos and then we can jump into the article that will provide more detail. Let's get into this, y'all. Excuse me. Breaking. 51-year-old white male. Abraham Feinbloom, again, call out these demons by the name, y'all. Abraham Feinbloom, arrested and charged with the murder and the death of 17-year-old Tanea Tovar. This is in Salton City, California. I believe it's CA, California, right? Feinbloom was taken into custody after attempting to flee by jumping a fence during an FBI-assisted search warrant at his home. Human remains found in December positively identified as the missing teen via DNA. He is being held without bail. Good. Because if I remember correctly, Buddy had his passport ready and he was trying to flee to Asia. He had Asian currency in his possession. He was literally minutes away. Thank God for that goddamn FBI doing their job. Let's get into this video, y'all.
Breaking tonight, the man accused in the murder of 17-year-old Tanea TT Tovar is now behind bars. Hello, I'm Athena Gerage. Imperial County Sheriff's confirming to News Channel 3 that 51-year-old Abraham Feinbloom was arrested Friday morning after a search warrant was served at a home on Harlequin Court in Salton City. Feinbloom is now facing murder and resisting arrest charges and is being held without bail. News Channel 3 was the first to bring you confirmation of an arrest in this case, and tonight we are bringing you new details you won't see anywhere else. We go straight to Garrett Hoddle in studio with more.
We had this information from the very beginning. We were just waiting for official confirmation, and now we have it. This is the man, and this is the moment. 51-year-old Abraham Feinbloom was taken into custody on Friday morning. According to the Imperial County Sheriff's Office, Feinbloom was seen jumping a fence in what appeared to be an attempt to invade law enforcement as agents closed in. He was immediately detained, turned over to the FBI for questioning, and later booked into the Imperial County Jail. He's now being charged with murder and resisting a peace officer. He's being held without bail. Throughout this story, I've spoken with friends of Tania and her mother, Charo, several times, including this morning. We've been in contact for the last 2 weeks, but Charo has been battling for justice since her daughter went missing in December. She gave me permission to share this voicemail she left me Friday morning as agents closed in on Feinbloom.
SWAT's FBI are at Abraham's house to arrest him. Thank God that he has been arrested. I already knew this all along. Thank you, God. Thank you, Father God. They are arresting Abraham.
Since February 6, when FBI agents were first seen searching the home, we've been combing through property records. We've requested court documents and have been asking police questions every day. We're working to confirm more details about Abraham Feinbloom and the timeline of Tania's disappearance. I've been speaking with family and friends of Tania throughout this investigation. They told me this is a moment they prayed for, but it's also a painful reminder of everything they've lost. They want justice. They want answers. We'll continue covering this case with that in focus. For now in studio, Garrett.
And before we get into the mother, what she has to say, it's a shame. It's a damn shame. This was a child, y'all. This little girl had excuse me, young lady. This young lady had her whole life ahead of her. This young lady will never know what it's like to graduate high school, to walk across the stage. This young lady will never know what it feels like to apply for college, to get accepted, to get denied, to get rejected, to apply for a job, to get accepted, to be given an opportunity to work, to be denied a job, to grow up, to go do her capstone in her bachelor's program, assuming she wanted to do it. Maybe she wanted to do her master's program out too as well. She would never know what it's like to apply for grad school. Never know what it's like to seriously get into a relationship, to get married, to say her I do, to pour out her love for her significant other. Never know what it's like to carry a child, to love a child, to be a mother her goddamn self. This young lady will never know any of those things. She was robbed of all these opportunities, and her mother was robbed of being, again, of continuing to be a mother to, I don't know if she has any other kids, but to Tania, to possibly become a grandmother in the future, or all those other things. She was robbed. The family was robbed. And when we're having these types of conversations, man, it's just a goddamn shame that you can't even have people walk around and freely living a goddamn life without demons stalking you. I don't know if they were dating. I don't know the full extent of their relationship. Hopefully the article, and before we get to the second video, after we get to the second video, by the time we get to the article, I'm hoping that we can, shed a little bit more light, because again, like I said, y'all, I was skimming through this while I was at work reading the article and stuff like that. So again, I try to make sure I do my due diligence to provide y'all with as much information as possible. So this is the reason why we are where we are right now. But it's a shame. This young lady had her whole life ahead of her, y'all. 17 years old, that's a damn child. I'm sorry, no disrespect. At 17 years old, I ain't know a goddamn thing. I was still learning from my, the stupid mistakes that I was making at 17 years old. What are we talking about? Let's get into part 2, y'all.
I have to complete this. If it kills me, I don't care. I have to complete this for Tania. I need to find justice for her. So I don't care about me right now. I don't care how sick I get, if I lose my voice, if I lose my life, if I lose my heart. I cannot sleep. I cannot rest until I get justice for Tania. I've been receiving every single tip, every single clue. I've been checking up on everything, so I have to also thank people for sharing my daughter's story on TikTok, on Snapchat, on Facebook, on all the platforms. I appreciate it so much, because a lot of them didn't know her, but they took it serious and they prayed for her to come home.
All praises to Charles. She just did a great job. and she's doing a great job. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have known nothing.
His mother was robbed. This young lady was robbed, had her life stolen. Stolen, y'all. Let's get into this article. Let's get into this article. New details emerge in the murder case of Tanea Tovar as Abraham Feinbloom faces charges. As the murder case against 51-year-old Abraham Feinbloom moves forward, newly disclosed details are shedding light on how he became connected to 17-year-old Tanea T.T. Tovar, how her remains were identified leading to Feinbloom's arrest, and what prosecutors revealed at his arraignment about how Tanea was killed. Feinbloom has been formally charged with murder and resisting a peace officer. He entered a not guilty plea at his arraignment and is being held without bail. This is extremely similar, y'all, to the Sade Robertson case. I mean, it's disgusting. Buddy actually did the same exact thing, pleaded not guilty on some, hey guys, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I don't know what happened. Even when all the information and all the DNA and all pathways pointed to you, for whatever reason, he overheard still trying to fight, trying to prove his innocence, trying to do all these things. And it's a goddamn shame. Let's keep on. He is scheduled to return to court February 23rd for a preliminary hearing. So y'all know I got y'all. I'll be sure to try to provide y'all an update in the near future. Let me try to speed through this, y'all. 'Cause I see we getting up there as far as time. So if you're still here, thank you so much. Number one, number two, please make sure you like. Please make sure you jump in the comment section. Let me know what's going on, and make sure, last but not least, make sure you guys hype the video. Hype the video. If you are on your mobile devices, you are able to hype this video up. Thank you again, man. During their arraignment, a judge stated investigators believe Tanea died from a gunshot wound. Bullet fragments were found in the leg, recovered December 21 in Vista Del Mar near Portsmouth Avenue and New Haven Court, less than a mile from the Harlequin court home where Feinbloom was later arrested. The court further indicated Feinbloom and Tanea had been in contact since October of 2025 when he was arrested. Authorities said he attempted to run from deputies and had a passport and Thai currency in his possession. But remember, y'all, I said he had Asian currency, if y'all remember right. He was trying to get the hell up out this country. We literally barely just got him. Thank God for the FBI. It was also stated in court that someone bought Tanea to Harlequin's court home. So again, whether he did this solely himself or he had some sort of, whether he helped or accompanied the person that did it, again, we have to wait for all the details to come out because we don't know. It's still very, very early in the case. Earlier this month, News Channel 3 was first to report that the partial human remains recovered December 21st have been identified as Tanea through the DNA testing. Her mother, Cheryl Tovar, confirmed to News Channel 3 one day before law enforcement publicly announced the identification that investigators told her that the DNA matched her daughter. Cheryl said she was initially told the leg recovered in December was believed to be male and not thought to belong to Tanea. Weeks later, investigators requested a DNA sample from her. The results confirmed the DNA remains were that of her daughters. She also told News Channel 3 she learned Feinbloom had been arrested in connections with her daughter death through News Channel 3 reporting. According to Charo, neither the FBI nor the Imperial County District Attorney's Office personally informed her before it was publicly reported. According to her mother, Tanea had been in foster care. Cheryl said she lost custody when Tanea was 6, later served 3 years in prison. The hell happened there? Okay. Tanea was reported. Did not see that coming. Tanea was reported missing from her group home in Hemet in June, according to her mother. Friends described Tanea as someone who frequently ran away, sometimes calling those periods adventures. Cheryl acknowledged her daughter had active warrants and was on probation, but said she regularly checked in with family and her probation officer and shared her location on social media. Cheryl believes her own past and her daughter's histories in foster care and the juvenile system contributed to authorities not initially treating her concerns with urgency when Tanea stopped responding in December. Multiple friends told told News Channel 3 they witnessed an encounter in October 2025 at the 7th Street Metro Center station in Los Angeles in which Feinbloom appeared to be staring at Tanea. Friends said they questioned her about it and she responded that she knew him. Law enforcement had not publicly detailed how the first two met. News Channel 3 has also reviewed videos reviewed videos showing law enforcement vehicles outside the Harlequin court home on multiple nights in December, including the night the leg was discovered. Authorities have not publicly detailed what investigative steps were taken during those visits. Yeah, it's again, like I said, y'all, as far as all the details and stuff like that is concerned, it's going to be a while before they release all the videos. I'm gonna keep reading a little bit longer, man, because this seems to be. Oh, so we're almost done. Never mind. My bad. Let's finish this. Court records show Feinbloom previously faced felony kidnapping and false imprisonment charges in Imperial County in 2018. The case was dismissed in January of 2019. His former defense attorney confirmed to News Channel 3 that prosecutors dismissed those charges because they were unable to proceed. Statements received by News Channel 3 on February 17th, Feinbloom's former defense attorney said, quote, as to the matter I previously handled, I can only say that the district attorney dismissed all charges against my client under the advisement that they were unable to proceed. So the current matter, Mr. Feinbloom, like all persons accused of a crime in this country, is shrouded by the presumption of innocence. Here we go. That means he is innocent of all charges unless and until the prosecution can prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. This matter is best handled in court and should not be tried in the media. Indeed, despite the recent reporting as of this time, I have not yet heard it published that a death certificate has been authored by a medical examiner in this matter. That is presumed because the proper authorities know that limb loss without more is not equivalent to death. Now, here goes the dumbass nonsense. Here goes the dumbass nonsense. I'm trying to, or we, not me, but we all trying to figure out how did you acquire a leg, a human leg? Why did he have a human leg? When did he acquire this human leg? And for what purpose? Oh, man. And that is, I presume, because the proper authorities know that limb loss without more is not equivalent to death. Crazy work. But let's keep reading. If it were, the 2.3 million amputees in this country. Oh, okay. All right. Basically, what this dude lawyer is trying to say, yeah, my client was guilty of having a human leg in his possession, but so what? That doesn't mean he killed her. What the hell are we? Yo, and I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just like, what are we talking about here? I don't give a damn if it was a leg, an arm, a goddamn finger. Why do you have a human remain of any kind, of any extremity, on you or near you or in your house, on your property? Oh, well, just because my client, has a human leg on his property, that don't mean he a murderer. Sir, it means something. It means something to me. And then to follow up with, 2.3 million amputees in this country. What are you talking? What is to where the 2.3 million amputees in this country would be surprised to know that they are not counted among the living, trying to deflect, trying to move the goalposts, trying to distract. That's what the hell. Reporting that the manner of a death in this case is a murder without a death certificate stating the cause of death and even a death is tantamount to putting the cart before a horse. It should not be reported as such until the proper authorities have completed their investigation and determined such. A memorial for Tanea is scheduled for Sunday. Cheryl said that she plans to attend both the memorial and upcoming court hearing. It is a shame. No parent should ever have to bury their child, ever, ever, because if we're really going to talk, oh, it says comments. I'm trying to go to the comments. Okay, there we go. I bet his old defense attorney, Melanie Rowe, would happily represent him for free. Usual suspects sticking together like always. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Let me see. Is there any more? Sorry for the family. Sounds like this child had the odds stacked against her from the start. The police should have been onto this creep early on. Yeah, that's facts, man. I wasn't aware about I wasn't aware as far as, first of all, the mother, being some sort of a convicted felon and being arrested, losing custody, and then the child falling into the system. It's a shame, and I 100% agree with this comment. It sounds like the child had the odds stacked against her from the start. It's a goddamn fact because the child didn't have the mother, clearly didn't have a father, because otherwise, why would the child be placed into the system if she had a father or a father figure in her life, right? Doesn't make too much sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to y'all, but it damn sure doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, 100%. I'm in full agreement with that. Um, and like I said, I wasn't aware as far as her mother being a convicted felon and all those other things, and her losing custody or whatever the case may be. It's just really sad. Regardless, y'all, whatever happened, what the mother and all those other things, the mother did her time. It is what it is. We gotta move on from that now. I'm trying to find the other picture of her. I can't remember the timestamp. I can't remember the damn timestamp, man. My bad. Um, we'll just do that one. Uh, it's so sad. 17, man. So she knew him, but to what capacity? We don't know. Her friends saw him staring at her, and her friends was asking her, "Yo, this dude is staring at you. Do you know her?" And she replied back, "I know him." We don't know what that means. We don't know. We don't know. And from what we remember with the Sade Robinson and Buddy that murdered her, he didn't say anything. He didn't tell nothing. To this day, still hasn't said anything. Probably will never say anything. They're going to sit there and take this to their grave, because it's some sort of you know position of power that they have over, again, this young lady. It's a position of power over the family. If y'all remember correctly, Sade Robinson, they still have not found her head. Her head still has not been found. Her head still has not been found. And it's been how many years now? Insane. RIP to this young lady, Tanea Tovar. RIP, still RIP to Sade Robinson, man. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. And until next time, please, man, y'all be safe for her, cuz.